Following the tragic events of last week's The Last of Us episode, including Joel's murder, Season 2 Episode 3 transitions into a quieter but more significant period of the plot. The episode begins shortly after the attack on Jackson, with Tommy grieving over Joel's body and Ellie recovering from terrible injuries in the hospital. She is traumatized by Joel's death, screams when she awakens, and is medicated for her own protection. The plot then skips 3 months forward. Winter is over, spring has arrived, and Ellie is medically cleared, but only after speaking with therapist Gail. During their conversation, Ellie focuses on Joel, expressing regret for their last interaction but emphasizing that a relationship is more than its final words. Ellie then returns to Joel's residence, where she discovers personal memorabilia such as his watch and gun, and breaks down emotionally. Dina pays Ellie a visit with a peace offering and tells her about Joel's killers, who are members of the Washington Liberation Front WLF, a militant group based in Seattle. Together they deliver this information to Tommy and the Jackson Council. Tommy fights with his allegiance to Joel and his responsibility for Jackson's recuperation. At a town assembly, residents argue that seeking vengeance would expose Jackson to danger. Seth, who had previously disagreed with Ellie, now vehemently supports retaliation, which surprises Ellie. She makes an emotional pitch to the council, portraying the search as justice rather than retribution. But the council votes against action. Ellie is undeterred and resolves to leave Jackson to seek Joel's killers on her own. Dina, prepared for this, insists on accompanying her, bringing assistance and supplies from Seth, who secretly supports them. Before leaving, Ellie pays a visit to Joel's grave in a gorgeously filmed, poignant moment, where she places coffee beans on his headstone as a throwback to a joke from Season 1. Ellie and Dina start out across gorgeous but foreboding terrain. Along the process, the show introduces the Seraphites, or Scars, a religious faction shown with startling humanity. A father and daughter lead a group attempting to avoid Seattle's violence. Their tranquility, however, is short-lived. Ellie and Dina subsequently discover the group has been massacred, highlighting the cruelty that awaits them in Seattle. As they approach the wrecked city's outskirts, Ellie and Dina realize the WLF's forces are larger and more organized than expected. Seattle's moss-covered skyscrapers and sweeping wreckage foreshadow much greater sorrow ahead. Compared to the video game The Last of Us Part 2, the program has some significant differences. In the game, Tommy pursues Joel's murderers almost quickly, followed by Ellie, Dina, and Jesse. Only Ellie and Dina join the quest in this case, resulting in distinct narrative dynamics. The show also widened Jackson's problem by depicting the infected attack, providing a more compelling reason for the town's unwillingness to seek revenge. We haven't seen much of Abby after Joel's death, other than a brief glimpse of her pal Manny. It's unknown whether the show will delve deeper into Abby's story later or wait until a future Season 3, similar to the game's format.